So I finally made it to Istanbul, one of the only cities in the world that sits on two continents. This place has been on my list forever, and I packed a lot into this super short 2-day trip. There was great food, incredible views, a little bit of chaos, and a lot of cats. So let's get into the travel vlog. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to country number 32. We're going to Turkey, specifically Istanbul. My boyfriend and I are going to take a short trip for Valentine's Day. We've got lots of exciting things planned. We're going to do a historical tour, 6-hour food tour, which I'm personally super excited for, some shopping, some sightseeing, and all of the above. I'm super excited to take you along. All right, let's go. One of the reasons we chose to go to Istanbul, Turkey is because we currently live in Malaga, Spain, and it's only a 4-hour flight. Before we left, I made sure to buy my eSIM from Airlo so I would have some data right upon landing. We flew Turkish Airlines, which was my first time on this airline. I was really impressed. It was clean, it was comfortable, and it was spacious. And the plane food wasn't so bad either. I had this grilled chicken dish and my boyfriend had a pasta dish. Before we knew it, we had already arrived in Istanbul, made sure to pull some cash because we heard a lot of places only take cash and not card there. We also heard that the Uber and taxi situation can be a little bit complicated, so we arranged private transportation with our hotel. We stayed at a boutique hotel called the Romance Hotel, and it was so cute. It had a lot of different Turkish elements, and it was very aesthetically pleasing and very clean and comfortable as well. We didn't have much of a view, but it was fine. We weren't in the room for very long anyway. We landed at night and we were hungry, so we put our bags down and went to eat at Roof Mezze 360, which is a very highly rated restaurant in Istanbul. If I'm being honest, I think it was okay. It wasn't incredible and it was also very expensive. Then we got some baklava for dessert, the first of many on this trip. The next day, we had breakfast at our hotel and we're off for a day of exploring. Good morning, friends from Istanbul. Oh, there's a cat. Sorry, I got distracted. Today, we are going on a history tour for 3 hours. We're gonna see all of the cool sights and sounds, and I will obviously be taking you with me. Let's go.
The ceiling of the fountain are gold gilded, gold plated, not purely gold, but gold plated. There are two different circles. The Romans, they built here in the 10th century. Once they built it, they covered all the column with the bronze plaque. Interior designs of the mosque, they don't use the images, the faces.
We went to the Blue Mosque, which is one of the most stunning and famous landmarks in Istanbul. Everyone has to take off their shoes, and women are asked to cover their hair and also wear a long skirt. The Blue Mosque was built over 400 years ago, and it got its name from the stunning blue tiles inside. It's still an active place of worship, so that's why you have to dress modestly when you go inside. Then we saw the Hagia Sophia, which is 1,500 years old and has been a church, a mosque, and is now a museum. What is it in Turkish tea? Like, is it mint? Is it...
No, it's just classical Turkish, we call it like black tea.
Then our tour guide took us to the Basilica Cistern, which is a super cool underground water reservoir that was built in the 6th century. It's dark, cool, kind of eerie, and has hundreds of ancient columns. You will sometimes find water dripping on your head a little bit, so that's why I covered my head when I was walking through this. There are also some art installations in here, like these giant Medusa heads, and no one really knows why they're sideways, but it's super cool. I really enjoyed this place unexpectedly, so I would definitely recommend taking a visit. After that, we walked over to the super famous Grand Bazaar of Istanbul.
It has 21 entrances.
Oh wow.
5,000 shops, 1,500 workshops, cafes, restaurants, mosque inside. This is me, Israfil, a tour guide in Istanbul. If you guys are around in Istanbul, let me know. I will be happy to share my time and my experience, the history of the city, the food and the people, and some nice experience in the city.
The restaurant. This is the chicken. This is the lamb with pistachio. Then we walked over to the Spice Bazaar, which is another famous bazaar in Istanbul. And then we got baklava from my favorite place, Hafiz Mustafa. People say it's overrated, but it is so good. Also had to try this pomegranate juice that they were freshly squeezing in front of me. Got some fresh pomegranate juice. So good. Hello, sir. Welcome. So fresh. We made a quick stop in Osmanli Oud, which is a perfume store that one of my friends who recently visited recommended. I'm so glad we stopped in here. They've got lots of really nice, unique scents for pretty fair prices. My boyfriend and I each got 1 cent. After a quick nap, we decided to check out the bridge over the Bosphorous Strait, and it is so stunning at sunset. Highly recommend that time. We also saw the Galata Tower, which was built in 1348, and it's one of the tallest buildings in Istanbul. Hi!
Oh, you got a call too?
Oh, he's eating. We stopped at a cafe called Mado to try some salep and have some kanafe.
Ooh, thick. She's very thick. Okay, let me try it.
Kanafe is a crispy, cheesy, syrup-soaked dessert that's really popular in the Middle East. It's crunchy on the outside and gooey on the inside. It's so good.
Hey, my first kanafe in Turkey. So good.
Have you tried kanafe or salep before? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. It was my boyfriend's first time trying both.
We're walking to get Turkish pasta, or I think it's pronounced manti. We're also in like this very cute neighborhood that I don't remember what the name is, but I would love to see it in the daytime. We're gonna see it in the day tomorrow because I'm very into it. It's very trendy, lots of shops, cafes, bars, very cute.
One thing I quickly learned about Istanbul is it's a very hilly city in some parts. So if you're coming, make sure you wear comfortable walking shoes or else your feet will be in pain. We walked back to our hotel after for about 45 minutes, went to sleep, and got ready for day 2.
Good morning, friends. It is Istanbul day 2, and yesterday was amazing. We did 22,000 steps. We did all of the things. We did a historical tour. We walked around the Asia side, had a really good time. And today we're doing what I'm most looking forward to, which is a 6-hour food tour. We're gonna eat all of the things. I'm very excited, and I will take you along with me. Let's go. This is our meeting place for our food tour. Viyana Kavesi.
With sesame seeds on top, let's say Turkish version of bagel.
We booked the tour with Yummy Istanbul. It was 125 USD per person, which was a bit pricey in my opinion, but all the food was included, so I appreciated that part for sure.
So Turkish coffee is served with this little tiny ceramic cup. 1/3, 1/4 of the cup is settled coffee ground at the bottom.
We had this epic Turkish breakfast spread of simit, Turkish tea, a bunch of different spreads, olives. It was really, really good. Probably my favorite meal of the day. Then we did a tour of the Spice Bazaar and got to learn about the different spices offered and the ones that Turkish people tend to cook with most often. Then our guide showed us this popular Turkish coffee spot and took us to this other really popular spot that is famous for their soups, specifically lamb soup and kanafe. It was really cool to watch him cook this because he had this unique contraption that allowed him to prepare each bowl individually. I don't personally eat lamb, so I got a lentil version, but my boyfriend said the lamb was incredible. He really, really enjoyed it. We also had a really cute cat hanging out behind us. I love cats, so Istanbul was perfect for me for that. Then, to continue our food tour, we took the ferry over from the European side of Istanbul to the Asian side. I really enjoyed this ferry ride. It was clean, it was spacious, and there were some incredible views that you get from the ship. There are multiple different levels. If you want the best views, obviously go to the top, and you'll also see lots of people feeding the birds, and the birds love it.
You can see the bust of the founder right in the middle, and his children, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, second generation.
At this super popular kebab spot, most people had the lamb kebab and I had the grilled eggplant, also very delicious. Then we went to this super cute area called Kadıköy and tried this really famous pickle juice.
Yeah, pickle juice with olives and
It has yellow
peppers.
cherries, it has green, the green ones look like olives. It's okay.
Respectfully, it was not for me, but I was trying to be polite because it was a family-owned shop. Overall, we enjoyed this 6-hour food tour. We learned a lot of history and we also got to eat a lot of delicious food. Just a heads up though, if you don't eat lamb like me, you will be treated as a vegetarian, but overall, it was a great experience.
Fresh grilled corn that the locals were eating. Tea, coffee, sugar, pickled stuff. Wow, they have a mayonnaise and ketchup set.
At the grocery store, we bought this delicious baklava chocolate. Also, could not resist getting some more pomegranate juice. And of course, some more baklava and Turkish delight. Oh my gosh, the sweets in this city are incredible. We had dinner at this really popular restaurant, which was honestly probably my favorite meal in Istanbul, had some tea, and went to bed. On our last day, we tried to have another traditional Turkish breakfast. This restaurant was not good. The service was bad. The food wasn't great. I will not even be naming this restaurant because they do not deserve recommendations. Then we took a private transfer back to the airport. Traffic in Istanbul can be quite hectic, and also this airport, there are 2 sets of security. The first one is to even get into the airport, and then again after you check in, so give yourself lots of extra time.
So, we're at Popeyes. Here's what he got. Some fried chicken, Coke, small fries, biscuit, ketchup. The price, 817 Turkish lira. The translation on that is 32 Canadian dollars. For this, what's going on?
One of my biggest takeaways from Istanbul is it's pretty expensive. Our tour guide did mention that they've been experiencing some hyperinflation and you can definitely feel it there, especially with food prices. So make sure you budget accordingly when you're visiting. Then we took our 4-hour flight back to Malaga, Spain. Here are the souvenirs that we brought home from Istanbul. We got some chocolate, which I'm really excited to try. This is white chocolate pistachio baklava, which I really want to eat immediately. And then regular chocolate with pistachio. We got these packages of salep, which is a drink you serve with milk and cinnamon. This is a tube of like a hazelnut spread. They call it Turkish Nutella. We got some baklava from our favorite spot, Hafiz Mustafa. We got this cologne and this perfume, his and hers. We love the smell. This is just a simit that I brought from the airport. 3 magnets and this little teapot to serve tea in. It's hand painted. And that concludes our trip to Istanbul, Turkey. We had such a lovely time. It was short and sweet and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.